What is this weird show? It's like the only thing you know. You talk about it every day. You know this is child's play. Your path ahead is blurred, told to go join in on the herd. You know this show's for younger crowds. How can you say you're proud? Now think, Brony, think. Everything in here is pink. You spent your precious time. Now you're walking the fine line, and then you have the nerve to ask me to observe these girly things. You open your mouth and sing. Ponies aren't just for girls, let this tale unfurl. Twilight sparkle, pinky pie, applejack and fluttershy. Do not be afraid, we will never fade. Rainbow dash and rarity, join the herd and you will see. Hey, this show's not bad, I'll give it to you, I'm real glad. I never thought I'd like this stuff, I thought I was just too tough. I'm sorry I was rude, I feel happy and renewed. And even though I feel naive, I find it hard to leave. So thanks, Brony, thanks, my mind was shooting blanks. I feel like such a fool, who knew ponies were this cool. Now wait for Saturday, for the show to play. What will it bring? Open our mouths and sing. Ponies aren't just for girls, let this tale unfurl. Twilight sparkle, pinky pie, applejack and fluttershy. Do not be afraid, we will never fade. Rainbow dash and rarity, join the herd and you will see. I've joined your ranks. I never could repay what you've done for me today. So thanks, Brony, thanks. Looks like I've joined your ranks. I never could repay. Ponies aren't just for girls, let this tale unfurl. Twilight sparkle, pinky pie, applejack and fluttershy. Do not be afraid, we will never fade. Rainbow dash and rarity, join the herd and you. Ponies aren't just for girls, let this tale unfurl. Twilight sparkle, pinky pie, applejack and fluttershy. Do not be afraid, we will never fade. Rainbow dash and rarity, join the herd and you will see.
All right, well, we've joined the herd, and I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I feel like one of the things I like most about this fandom is the music that's in it.
I like just about anything. The fictions are good, the songs are good, the animations are good, the food is good. Wait, no.
Anyway. I'm Lightning.
I'm I'm going to do that like every time. I'm just going to slur my name like a drunkard.
Right. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our picks for 2012's best songs.
Yes, so these are opinionated picks of ours, so they may not go according to your top 20 list, but they'll go to our top 10 list. Why did I say 20 for you? I don't know, because you're weird. So, we're going to start off with number 10. Oh, number 10 in our list. It is a catchy song. It's an addicting song. It is very original. And it comes from Friendship is Witchcraft. Number 10 in our top 10 today, folks, is the Gypsy Bard.
When you arrive at devastation, there's a simple explanation. You're a toy maker's creation, trapped inside a crystal ball. And whichever way he tilts it, know that we must be resilient. We won't let them break our spirits as we sing our silly song. When I was a little Billy, a galloping blaze overtook my city. They stripped me off to the orphanage, said ditch those roots if you want to finish. So I dug 1,000 holes and cut a rug with orphan fools. Now memories are blurred and their faces are obscure, but I still know the words of this song. When you bungled all your bangles and your loved ones have been mangled, listen to the jingle jangle of my gypsy tambourine. As these chords are hypnotizing and the whole world's harmonizing. So please children, stop your crying and just sing along with me.
Gypsy Bard, what can I say about it? The funny thing is that it's pretty much Applejack just sums it up really great when she says, as long as it's not one of those depressing songs with a
deceptively catchy tune.
Deceptively catchy tune.
When you bungled, iron bangled. Okay, but yes.
But it's really catchy, and I mean, if you listen to the lyrics, it is depressing, but it's just funny. I mean, the animation also that they use for it, because it's the same animation they had for her, ranting about
kumquat, kumquat.
Yeah. Chimichangas and kumquats and stuff like that, and so it's really interesting to see how they use that to create this song. And of course, the song itself is just really, really fun. And Friendship is Witchcraft is really good at doing stuff like this, and so the Gypsy Bard is definitely warranted as one of our top 10 videos of this year.
And I will also say the Russian jazz version of this song is beyond catchy also. Because the Russian jazz version of the Gypsy Bard, if you have not heard it, go listen to it. It's catchy, it's Russian, and you can listen to it without being ashamed it's a Brony song. Or having that feel of like... yeah. But this song is addicting. I hate it. It's like shooting sugar into your veins and then getting a clogged artery. Moving on.
So, why don't we move on to number 9 on our countdown? This one is taking a little bit of a turn from catchy and happy. This one has a very interesting premise, because the story behind it is that it goes back to the Discord episode, the Return to Harmony episode, and it's the idea behind it is that Twilight didn't receive the messages from the princess and was never able to return back to her undiscorded, her harmonized self. So she remained discorded. And it's a very moving, very emotional song. Number 9 on our countdown is One Last Letter from Aviators featuring Bronified.
Dear princess, I should have seen the signs. Chaos has risen again after all this time. Somehow I have to escape from this nightmare of a world ours has become. What happened to the nation we all knew? We're crushed under Discord's rule. Where has harmony gone? Feels like Equestria's been gone for so long. One last thing that I gotta say. One more report before it's too late. I'm begging you to stop this chaos today.
Now, the Aviators have actually made a big jump in the community. They're very well known now. Ever since releasing, what was their first song? It wasn't the Daring Do one. It was before that one. Just before that one, it was one of their first songs to release.
Was it Friendship? Was Friendship their first?
I think it might have been.
And actually, Aviators, I think it's just one guy. He's like 16 years old or something like that.
He gets really bored with his spare time. Very talented young man, though. Aviators, they have some I love the instrumentals for Aviators, a lot of their songs. The instrumentals are amazing. The vocals, I'm a bit, but overall, it's still very well done and very moving also. And also, another thing, this one features Bronified. Bronified is an amazing musician. He is a great guitarist, especially great at guitar, the bass, and the drums. He
does a lot of very hard rock or metal songs, and I think that's what I really like about Bronified is that I like the rock that he does.
And a lot of it is very original, and I've showed it to quite a few of my friends who are in bands. Like I said to you before, Lightning, I have too many people I know. But I showed it to a lot of my friends who are in bands, and they really enjoyed it. They're like, well, what is it about? I'm like, oh, well, it's a My Little Pony song. And they're like, it's like Tin the Toolman Tanner, But... Moving on to number 8 on our list. It is a very popular song, actually. When I listened to it, I was surprised at how many views it had. It's very well known because it's so popular, and it's also made by some very well known musicians from the community. The Wooden Toaster and the Living Tombstone, probably the biggest musicians in the community, next to Mike the Microphone as well. They are extremely big. So the next song is Love Me, Cheerily.
Cheerily, I'm afraid to raise my hand. I have something to ask you, cause I want to understand. It's not about homework, it's about 1 + 1 is 2. I don't want you to teach me, I just want to be with you. Hey Cheerily, Cheerily, hey Cheerily, Cheerily, hey Cheerily, Cheerily, I think I'm in love with you. Hey Cheerily, Cheerily, hey Cheerily,
I can't really say too much about it because, I mean, the funny thing about the song is that it's about the Living Tombstone plays his own character. It's an OC and falls in love with Cheerily. What can I say? And I like the PMV.
Those awkward student-teacher relationships.
Well, the PMV that they did with it actually really portrayed it well. Because they have 2 kids in class that like Cheerily, and they're fighting over her for the entire thing. I thought it was interesting because, I mean, most of the song is, just love me Cheerily. It's there's not much to the song, but it's just so catchy and
it's very reminiscent of Discord because the instrumentals you hear and the drum beats as well. A lot of the instrumentals you will hear throughout a lot of Living Tombstone songs. It's very iconic of him, I guess you could say. Very distinctive of the sounds that you hear from Living Tombstone. You know it's a Living Tombstone song when you hear it.
Oh yeah, he's one of the most distinctive artists in the community. Especially for example, his Balloon Party song, you knew that it was the Living Tombstone song when that one came on because he's got such a distinct style to his
voice
to his
too.
songs.
Very distinct voice.
Well, yeah. Well, he is from Israel, so there is a little bit of an accent there, but
yeah, when he does sing, he doesn't sing too often. I think he uses a lot of remixes.
Right. That's how he got his start, at least.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on. Number 7 on our list actually comes from the same exact team. Wooden Toaster and the Living Tombstone brought out another song later on in the year. This one actually partnered with Rena Chan and actually has some beautiful vocals. And number 7 on our list is Lost on the Moon.
So together we are all lost on the moon. We all share a home on the moon. We are lost on the moon. Together we play a rhyme on the moon. Together we are lost on the moon. We all share a home on the moon. Forever all lost on the moon. Saying goes that when you're stuck on a mountain, you try to go up, you try to go down, you turn around to face the wall so you can face yourself, realizing you made a mistake. And you are being stuck on the moon like the rest of us, trying to make sense of it, crying cause we don't have any reason. We're alone together cause we all share the very same crime.
Lost on the Moon, it took me a long while to listen to it because I really wasn't a fan too much of Wooden Toaster and Living Tombstone at the time. I don't know. I'm not a big electro-techno kind of guy in music. I enjoy a lot of orchestrals, actual instruments, not keyboards and Macs. But I took the time to listen to it, and the vocals, like Lightning said, are beautifully well done. The lyrics are very moving as well. And the story conveyed in the song is also very good. Plus, you have an all-star team for the most part. You got Wooden Toaster, Living Tombstone, and Rena Chan. Rena Chan is a great voice actress in the community. She's a bit odd, but she's very, very popular. She has a good voice for voice acting as well as a great singing voice as well. You can't beat the team that had made this song. So, we're going to move on to number 6, which is one of my favorites. It is an amazing rendition of multiple songs gathered into one. You have the transitions between them are beautifully well done. And the fact that the entire time it's all being played on a guitar, bass, drum, rhythm guitar. And it is Brony Fied's Brony Metal Melody.
How many points do I receive?
Brony Metal Medley.
Medley.
I mean,
You're
I
funny.
can't say. I've already said how much I love Brony Fied, and I love the metal that he does. The great thing about it is that when I heard it, my favorite songs in the community were Nightmare Night, Discord, September, Loyalty. All of these songs are in there. I mean, it's not only an amazing rendition of the songs, but also some of the most popular and best songs in the community. Almost every single song in there is one of my favorites. And just having them all as a metal remix, just it makes it so good. I can't say how much I love this song.
And also, like I said earlier, the transitions. You cannot tell. If you're not paying attention, you will not know when the next song comes on. He goes through a list of, I think it's some 13 odd songs, probably more.
It's like 10.
10, close
8
enough.
to 10, something like that.
Yeah, but you cannot hear the transitions unless you know the songs by heart. There are slight subtleties to the songs, like when he transitions. It was beautifully well done. And that's about it for that. But it's a very well done song, and it made number 6 on our charts.
So moving on to number 5, we have an interesting song. It's sung by someone that I haven't personally heard in anything else, but it has a very professional band quality about it. The story actually focuses around a character that we haven't seen much of, to tell you the truth. It's actually a story based on Screw Loose, the character that we saw in the Read It and Weep episode.
I had to bark, I'm sorry.
So this one is by Dasha in the Living Tombstone. It's called Good Girl.
I wiggle around my fake tail despite how they treat me. They make me feel so alone even when they're here. So many orders to tell me I don't
Good Girl was one of my favorite songs for a long time. It was well done. You had an amazing sound to it. It had a professional sound to it also, like, well, amazing professional. Like the quality of it, you could tell there was a lot of effort and work put into this song. The story and lyrics are very well done in portraying the story of Screw Loose, giving, yes, it's a fan background of the character, but it was very well done, and the tune, you could just listen to it. I showed my friend it, and he didn't even know it was a Brony song. He's not even a Brony, but he's in a band, and he didn't know. He said it sounded really good. So now we're going to move on to another song with some very good male vocals and an origin to Nightmare Moon. And this song is The Moon Rises.
Now the hour has come at last, the soft and fading light has crossed the west horizon and has bidden us good night. And what a lovely night it is to walk a moonlit field, to see the softer shades that are by starlight now revealed. So why is it that now when all is quiet and at rest, when candles glow and all the world is at its very best, the ponies of Equestria should lock themselves away to shun the moon and wait instead for Sister Sunny Day.
I heard The Moon Rises quite a long time after I heard Ponyphonic's other really popular song, Lullaby for a Princess.
That's an amazing
and
song.
I was interested because I enjoyed that song and I wanted to hear more of what they said, more of their stuff. The Moon Rises is actually done by a different artist that's male vocal, which is good for this specific song. And in fact, I love the range that he has, because it's I don't know really how to put it, but it's really mellow and soft, and then around the middle of the song it picks up and becomes regal and royal, and it does a really good job of portraying not only the story that, you know, this is Luna turning into Nightmare Moon and realizing that she's not appreciated, and
I love you, Luna.
And it changes to a very regal, almost sinister tone by the end. So I think the music does a good job of portraying the story as well as the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we'll move on to number 3 on our countdown. Wow. This one is actually a sequel to a song that came out in 2011, last year. And it's got some really cool vocals, and it actually tells a story about the Rainbow Factory. And this one is Awoken by Hateseed and Wooden Toaster.
it is a very well done sequel to Rainbow Factory. I first heard Rainbow Factory, I don't know, sometime last in 2012. Yes, I said last in 2012. And it was a nice feel to have the transition in this sequel, because it kept some of the similar tones in it. Plus, the vocals were really cool. So we're going to go on to number 2 in the countdown. This was a hard choice for us between 1 and 2. Number 2 is one of my all-time favorite songs in the fan base. Amazing vocals. Amazing story sung in this song. The tale it tells. You just have this beautiful mix of piano with soft strings and then the melody to it. It's beautifully put together. Number 2 on our countdown is Lullaby for a Princess.
Once did a pony who shone like the sun look out on her kingdom and sigh. She smiled and said, surely there is no pony so lovely and so well beloved as I. So great was her reign and so brilliant her glory that long was the shadow she cast, which fell dark upon the young sister she loved and grew only darker as days and nights passed. Lule, moon princess, good night, sister mine, rest now in moonlight's embrace. Bear up my lullaby, winds of the earth, through cloud and through sky and through space. Carry the peace and the coolness of night, and carry my sorrow in kind. Luna, your love so much more than you know. Forgive me for being so blind.
The way I heard about Lullaby for a Princess is actually by a tweet. Dusty Cat put out a tweet saying, drop whatever you're doing, I don't care what it is, stop, you need to listen to this song.
So Lightning went and stopped eating and listened to the song.
Was not eating.
Okay, he was showering.
I don't know what I was doing at the
Showering.
time. Anyway, here's the thing. I listened to this song, and the vocals, it's one of their brand new singers that Pointyphonic has, and she did an amazing job on this song, but it's the story behind it. The original video of it actually had a story in the description of the video, and it's just so moving. The basic story behind Lullaby for a Princess is that it's right after Celestia had banished Luna to the moon, and she's, overcome with grief because she just sent her own sister and banished her for 1,000 years. And so she goes out onto her balcony, she looks up at the night sky, and sings a lullaby to her sister that she just banished. It's a very moving, very emotional story, very sad story, but at the same time, it's just so good. And it's definitely one of the best songs in this fandom.
Yep.
So, with that being said, the number 1 was, like AR said, a really tough choice, but when it comes right down to it, this is one of the most, if not the most popular song in the fandom, and it's even known outside the fandom. Everyone knows this song. It's been actually added to the Rock Band album, so you can actually play this on guitar if you have the Rock Band 3 game.
What?
It's actually a remix of an original song as well. Number 1 on our countdown is Living Tombstone's remix of Eurobeat Brony's Discord.
fan of puppeteers, but I've a nagging fear someone else is pulling out the strings. Something terrible is going down through the entire town, wreaking anarchy and all it brings. I can't sit idly, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Discord, whatever did we do to make you take our world away? Discord, are we a prey alone, or are we just a stepping stone for taking back the throne? Discord, we won't take it anymore, so take a tyranny away.
This song is beyond catchy because when it opens up, you just get that feel like which is the exact feel I had when I heard it. I showed it to my sister and she loved it. She showed it to her friends and they loved it. It's a song that you can easily dance to. It's a song that you can move to. It's well done for a remix, especially, to be so much more popular than the original, which I like the original. And then there's this, a remix more popular than the original. It happens a lot, but still, this song is very popular. It has, I think it's like nearing 7 million views now. And it hasn't been out for an entire year yet. It's very well done. And of course, it's the Living Tombstone. This is probably one of the songs that really made him so well known. That's how I discovered the Living Tombstone, through this song of his remix. And it's just a great remix, and everyone likes to hear it, no matter if they listen, or no matter if they participate in the fandom or not, because it just has that feel to it, I suppose. And it's, yes, that's about it. Now, why would a song like this beat Lullaby for a Princess with its story? Really, the reason is because of its popularity and how far this song has gotten, and the fact that it's more well-known than the remix. That's probably the reasons we put it for number 1. Plus, it's deadly catchy. So, yeah.
Alright, well that was our number 1, and that concludes our top 10 list of the best music of 2012.
Or else. I don't know. Are you going to say anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With that, be sure to tune into our next episode for Keep Calm and Flutter On. That'll be airing later on this week. But until then, I'm Lightning.
I'm AR.
And we'll see you next time.
And I need a nap. Bye. Bye. Bye.